Yano, of course, an excellent collegiate-style wrestler in his day. Hell of an amateur in every single regime he's been a part of. And HANZO gonna take the advantage from behind the back. That's before the first time since 1997 we have seen HANZO compete inside the ring. It's one of my favorite things about this Frontier Zone concept. You see people that you've never exactly seen before, such as Ray PALOMA, who currently makes the tag. Never competing in New Japan Pro Wrestling prior to this day, has competed in nearly every other major Japanese wrestling promotion that you will find in the country. As the Lariat's going to look to take down Toru Yano, cover here for PALOMA, in for two. Hero of Hiroshima, 49 years old, is Ray PALOMA, definitely a seasoned veteran trained by legendary lucha star Kanek. 5'3", has been competing very, very intensely throughout this year, at least on the independent schedule, which is not compared to the likes of maybe a New Japan full-time series schedule, the way that Boltin, Oleg, and Toru Yano may be used to at this point. Talked at length on social media about how excited he is. On cover here, Boltin, Oleg. Full cover, but a very interesting change in Boltin, Oleg here. We've been questioning as to whether we'd be seeing a change in the new never openweight 6-man tag team champion. Newly graduated from Young Lion status to full-time roster member in New Japan Pro Wrestling. The congratulations continue to pour out for Boltin, Oleg. We questioned whether we would be seeing renewed confidence, potentially what we would be seeing. Has taken some great displeasure stepping into the ring with a man like YOSHI-HASHI, but it was shockingly back at this year's New Japan Cup. YOSHI-HASHI would pick up an incredible round one victory that would take him all the way to round two, where he would lose out to Sonata in the end. It was the first time that YOSHI-HASHI had ever scored a singles victory over KENTA. That's what eventually led to the situation that we find ourselves with going back to Dontaku. Is the reason we found ourselves in Sapporo Genesis in the situation we did anyway, with the tag team titles on the line between these two teams. Everyone down, everyone looking for the tag, and Goto's going to be the man to get it. And Taiji and Ishimori tried to run interference, but it's not going to work out here for Bullet Club. Goto full steam ahead, gonna bring KENTA out. Big back suplex. Cover here, Hirooki, Goto, two. Nearly walked away the winner of the New Japan Cup 2024. That honor going to a man we'll see later on in our main event in Yota Tsuji. And since then, it's been a rebuild process that has brought Hirooki Goto back to the titles that have really encapsulated this portion of his career, the IWGP Tag Team titles. And Goto off the ropes, tripped up by Taiji Ishimori, and it's maneuvers like this that led to the loss of the Tag Team titles. For former champions Gorillas of Destiny when Bullet Club walked away with the win back in February. Potential for anything here tonight. Great opportunity for Jeff Cobb and Zack Sabre Jr., two men who are no stranger to one another, both on the independent scene prior to their time in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and then, of course, even more so competing in various preview tag team matches and, of course, high-profile singles bouts in the past, and we're getting it one more time at Dontaku. It's always a blessing to see these two do what they do inside the squared circle. Zack Sabre Jr., a technical mastermind. Dubbed the best technical wrestler in the world by the man that many consider to be the best technical wrestler in the world, Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, making that claim following Zack Sabre Jr.'s match with Danielson at New Beginning in Osaka. What a war those two went to. It's been that technical acumen, combined with the increased size, increased speed that Zack Sabre Jr. has gained during his time in New Japan Pro Wrestling, that has built that confidence to compete in the heavyweight position. He said that he wants to challenge in the future for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, but admittedly, Zack Sabre Jr. didn't have the greatest of luck in New Japan Cup, eliminated in round 2 following a round 1 bye. Zack Sabre Jr. might have made it a little bit farther in New Japan Cup than Jeff Cobb did. Both men won the same amount of matches and lost the same amount of matches. We're talking 0-1 for both in this year's Cup 2024. Jeff Cobb lost out to the eventual winner in Yota Tsuji back in the round 1. It's on the line. Definitely sought out some talking points for El Desperado heading into this event here tonight. Of course, has to be looking forward to Best of the Super Junior, watching the event, knowing what competitions will be taking place, and just keeping his eye generally on the junior heavyweight division. However, a lot of talks recently about the potential of El Desperado to potentially one day compete in a heavyweight or openweight role. We've seen the acceptance of that. The likes of Yaswang, the public enemy, TJP, the leader of United Empire at this very time. Ren Narita, though, trying to drive any thought and also any breath out of the lungs of El Desperado right now. It was Ren Narita who dropped El Desperado down with that guillotine knee strike. That guillotine knee has put many men away as of recent, continuing to adopt his style and adapt his style just the same from those he surrounds himself with in this massive house. Well, they say not to throw stones when your house is made of glass. And speaking of glass and houses, very interesting return to All Elite Wrestling did House of Torture's Jack Perry have this past week on AEW Dynamite. The attack of AEW CEO and President owner Tony Khan. We wish Tony Khan the absolute very best after that abhorrent tragedy at the hands of the Elite. You have to know Yujiro Takahashi in for the cover, kick out at 2. Great opportunity here for Shoma Kato to be able to, don't want to say pick up the victory over the Ace of the Universe. That is a much, much easier task to accomplish, said than done. Shoma Kato could be looking for the Kato shot here tonight. Shocking victory over Hiroshi-HASHI is any victory over Hiroshi-HASHI, just as we saw back in Sapporo for Matt Riddle. Here is, wow, a very interesting strategy for Shoma Kato, sets into it. And that's the man who signs our paychecks everywhere across the board, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and the Kokeshi headbutt connects. And I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to feel this team of Honma and Kato just a little bit further. Speaking of a little bit further, Tanahashi has a little bit further that he's going to have to go. Try and make that bottom rope, finds his way to the bottom. Kato, well within the rules, going to have to let this one go soon, though, within the count of 5. Interesting attitude here out of Shoma Kato. Continuing his onslaught, his attempted onslaught at least over 1/3 of the never openweight 6-man tag team champions. It's a shock when anyone picks up a victory over Tanahashi. It would be even bigger if Kato could do so here tonight. And Tanahashi welcoming Kato to New Japan Pro Wrestling in a way that only he can. That dragon screw leg whip, a signature. And it's gonna play into this, that Texas Cloverleaf set to be locked in right here. Tanahashi sitting in deep. Oh, and Murashima with a knockout shot on Honma, wow. Uncle Noble. Wait a minute, we're hearing from Doki right now. Oh, wait a minute. An exchanging of words here tonight between these two men, and the bell has already sounded. It's Doki, it is Sho. We are already kicking off here tonight. Oh, well, Doki has vowed that if this IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship matchup were to take place, it will be his first challenge for the Junior Heavyweight title he's ever had in his career. Said that he will walk into that match, walk away with the win, challenging for the very first time, never needing to challenge again due to the fact of his then-be status as reigning champion. I believe Doki said earlier on that he would force Sho to sign that real IWGP Junior Heavyweight title contract. As Taka Michinoku goes rib first right in those steel barricades. Sho and Kanemaru take the advantage here tonight. To invite you, remind you that the upcoming event, April 29th, just 2 days away from the Sensatsu Okoni, will take place within the Dontaku Road 2 cover here. Kick out at 2. English commentary will be provided in post-production. This tag made Shane Hayes, the legal man, very similar record, even though the number is just a little bit lower due to that inactivity for the month of March, rather. 18 win, 1 loss on that record, 94.7% win-loss percentage, and bam, just a big overhead toss.
Come on, big strong boy. Come on.
And Shane Hayes can find himself in the cover here. Hikuleo had a little bit too long of a time to wait. Didn't want to wait any longer, and it's these frequent tags between Shane Hayes and Mikey Nichols that El Phantasmo and Hikuleo have to find themselves envious of right now. If it was ELP able to make it to the corner, we'd have a very different story and situation in this match right now.
Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Okay, come on.
10分経過10 minutes pass 10分経過
Now El Phantasmo looking to battle out where possible here, right over the top, looking to make the tag to Hikuleo, and it's not going to happen. ELP with the step up Inzagiri, and he's gonna have to make it. Hikuleo seeking out the tag. The former strong openweight champion, former strong openweight tag champion. No one's doing it like Hikuleo. El Phantasmo looking to make it, but King of the Mountain played by Mikey Nichols. Great ring awareness for Nichols to hit that shot on Hikuleo. Now underneath, rolls through, and El Phantasmo, here's the tag. And Hikuleo's gonna look to clean house. The handsome giant is gonna do it again. Hikuleo off the ropes, all 6'9", 300 pounds. Great-O-Khan already on the run, already on the move. There's that first tire, and these tires making them look like light work for Great-O-Khan. Great-O-Khan's been training the tires in his backyard for quite some time, so this definitely fits more so into his own domain. More flattened and taken out here as Great-O-Khan looks to have all 4 of his tires in his possession now. Positive spot to be if you're Great-O-Khan, but the drop kick to the outside is not going to pay dividends for Great-O-Khan right now. Yuya Uemura, tire right atop the skull. Good Lord have mercy. Oh, good Lord, Yuya Uemura with the tire off the skull. Great Khan trying to lock the legs into the tire. Oh, very interesting strategy here. Wow, okay, this is definitely a different matchup than we've ever seen in the past. Pro wrestling ring outside of an all-together event. The last time he was involved on that front back in June of 2023, it was GLG successful in tag action over Just 5 Guys, but this isn't Just 5 Guys you're dealing with. This is the former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Some might say the biggest dog in the yard is Tetsuya Naito, and Naito gonna bring Jake Lee down the sides. 6'4", flat on your back is nothing to El Incomparable. Naito weakening that neck of Jake Lee. Naito dreamed of this moment, a one-on-one bout in Hiroshima, but he wanted to do it as IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Shortly did not have Jake Lee in mind as an opponent, but a victory and a roll call in Hiroshima, whether World Heavyweight Champion or not, has been on the mind of Naito for quite some time. So many offensive maneuvers that Naito's gonna have to watch out for from Jake Lee. That giant killing that we saw landed right into the sternum of Hiromu earlier. That running knee lift, that face break shot that Hiromu felt as well. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. D4C potentially cannot be on the mind of Jake Lee as well, and especially, no, Naito over the top, and red shoes confirming no feet have touched the ground, but good God almighty, Naito, you gotta make it back on that cerulean blue right now.